Hey everyone, Noah Walker here with my video series Accumulated Knowledge for Team Cardhoarder. Back at it with a league. We're in our fourth match with Ad Nauseam Tendrils. We won the die roll again, 4 for 4. I would say pretty lucky, but that's very lucky. So I think this hand's actually okay. It seems pretty bad because it doesn't really do anything, but it has disruption, which is really important, and it has a card to dig for more stuff. So I think it's definitely a fine keep. I'm kind of leaning towards just grabbing an island and pondering, but I could also see swamp and duress. The reason I'm thinking about ponder is because then it makes brainstorm a really live draw. But if we duress, then it's much worse to brainstorm. Because let's say it's still fine, but actually I guess duress is just better. Because if we duress, then we draw brainstorm, then we just fetch for basic island and ponder, and then we have a really good brainstorm turn. So yeah, I like duress turn 1. Unless my opponent mulligans and then scries to the top, then maybe I'll keep the duress. I can also always just turn 1, fetch your basic island, ponder, turn 2, infernal tutor for a second, duress, then duress, and I can beat multiple force of wills if I think they're playing a blue deck, you know. Blind, it's hard to know that I would want to make a line like that, but it could definitely be the correct thing to do. So yeah, they kept their 7, so I'm just going to duress. They took a long time deciding to keep it too, so it's possible they just, are weak to something like duress. So since I have 2 natural orders, I have to take the green sun. The old elves matchup. At least now we have much less to worry about. We can ponder very freely. Turn 1 Deathrite Shaman. Ooh, that's a pretty decent one too. Since I know my opponent doesn't have Wasteland this time, I'm just gonna get the C. Ponder, Cabal Ritual, Cabal Ritual. Yeah, I think I have to keep these. Okay. Back out. We'll find the natural order. We will find it. Found it. Worked. Okay. Another Deathrite. Arbor, Cradle. So yeah, I don't think I can go off exactly next turn, but it's pretty close. Actually, maybe I can. So let's see. A Cabal Ritual for 3. Cabal Ritual again gives me 4. Infernal down to 2. Cabal Ritual for 3. Infernal on Cabal gives me down to 1. Pluto Delta sack it. Cabal. Cabal. Infernal. I think that's the best way to do it. I could wait a turn, but I think this still does it best. If he doesn't eat something with Deathrite Shaman now, then that's a mistake. But I still get to Infernal with 4 black floating, so. I guess maybe 4 black isn't enough, actually. Like, what do I get with just 4 black floating? You get tendrils, it does nothing. Maybe that was a misstep. Maybe I'm supposed to just wait one more turn. Guess I was thinking I would have 5. Or, like, I guess there's a way that I play that turn where I, like... No, I kind of had to do it the way that I did it. I definitely could have waited, though. That was just dumb. I think what I have to do here is just get, like, ad nauseum and then hope to draw, like, a... like, something for more mana. Because if I get ad nauseum, I draw Dark Ritual, then I'm just fine. Man, that was super duper loose. There's just nothing I can get here. Well, we messed up. But it's okay. I'm just really hoping that we don't get natural ordered anyways. Take one from that. Yep, you can remove something with your death right. Let's just draw, like, Dark Ritual. Come on. It's not the best draw. In fact, it's one of the worst draws. If I lose this game, then I must have just really messed up because we were super duper favored to win this one. Like, even just one, if I wait a turn and draw like a fetch land, I can still basically kill. So I must have messed it up. I guess that's all my Cabal Writs too. So I really do need a Dark Ritual. No, Sentinel. Okay. You saw Infernal Tutor for Polluted Delta. Grab one of those. Play a Delta. I guess we go to 9, 7. Yeah, I can only add nons for 1. Man, I messed up this game so bad. It's okay. I think this matchup's really, really good. But I just really must have messed up. Both where they get discard spells too, which definitely gets harder. It's really just who can combo faster. So I think post board here I bring in. I don't really need any of the discard spells because it's not really worth it. Just if I'm just taking their discard spells, so I'll take them out and I'll just try to go faster with the 3 Chrome Moxes, and maybe I'll bring in empty. Looks like I'm dead though. Definitely set it up so that like maybe there's a sequence of draws. If we fetch and then we draw a Brainstorm, then we're not dead. But aside from that happening, like, we're pretty much dead. Brainstorm is like the only really good draw though. Brainstorm, Past in Flames. I guess even like a brainstorm passive flames wouldn't even do it here, so. The add-on certainly isn't enough here. Maybe this card should have just been passive flames though. But even just casting passive flames does nothing. Dark Petition. Can I Dark Petition for anything? I don't think so. It's the same as like going off with only three mana, so I'm dead. GG, Elves opponent, you've done it. You've out-comboed me. Time to go even faster. Maybe I'm supposed to bring in some. They could have Null Rod, so I'm gonna bring in Decays actually. They probably do have Null Rod. But I'm gonna take out the therapies, the duresses, and the rainfield. The rainfield, which is just not good. Bring in these 7. And an island, and a Misty. Here comes the Trop and the Bayou. Perfect. I'm just going to keep it as is with the... I think Dark Vision is actually pretty good in a matchup like this. Because we can get a lot of mana, but we can't always kill, so... This is a keep. It's not great, but it has a lot of cantrips, and Decay is actually just pretty good in this matchup in general, I think. Just going to lead off with Underground Sea, Ponder. The Valk is pretty poor, but, you know, not much to do about it. I could... Well, the 5. I guess they have to look for specific cards in this matchup. It seems pretty unfavorable. Or just hope that I mess up like I did game 1. Like, that's definitely just a line. Ponder, Dark Ritual, Decay, Misty. I don't think these are good enough. Maybe they are, though. Decay's pretty good. Dark Ritual's pretty good. Like, I can guarantee that I'm drawing Double Spell. No, I think it's Shuffle. LED's way better. Luckily. So I think I'm gonna Ponder before the Preordain. Because if it's like bad card, then we can keep one good card and bottom with the Preordain. Which is not really an ideal Preordain, but it doesn't do nothing, so. This is probably, yeah. I was expecting a Thoughtseize or a Cabal Therapy on turn 1. That's basically the cards that they have to mulligan into. Cabal Therapy seems much worse, but it's still good. Thoughtseize is really good in this matchup. I think they're just going to take the Lion's Eye Diamond, which is why I maybe should have played it. Putting on something like Thoughtseize. I definitely should have played it, actually. Alright, Ponder. Now, this is a game where we can just very realistically still add Nos, so... Dark Ritual is good enough. So the reason I'm fetching is just to get an actual drop here. I mean, an actual Preordain. As opposed to bottoming. Yeah, those are good. This hand is bad to another Thoughtseize, but everything except for Thoughtseize number 2 it's really good against, so I think I'm fine with the line I took. Like, obviously I'm going to feel super bad if he's just like, Thoughtseize number 2. But we have a bunch of cards that he did not know about before, so... However, he does know about the Abrupt Decay. In the tank over here, he probably has Cabal Therapy and doesn't know what to name. Like a card to stop me from going off, or just names the Decay. Okay, just decides on Death Right. Green Ranger. Okay. Yeah, we got him. Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual. Lotus Petal. Volk. And Adnos. Six. Okay, yeah, keep going. Ooh, four. Four I have to stop. Cabal Writ. Cabal Writ. Petal. Dark Petition. Man, Storm's at 8, so I can just Tendrils right now. LED, just in case, Tendrils. Okay, so this game ended up being good. Yeah, like dying after you turn one Thoughtseize always feels bad because the Dark Vision was, or sorry, the Ad Nauseam was just a fantastic draw. So there's not much my opponent can do about that. Still think Bringing Decays is fine. It's much better than Discard Spells. I think I'm just gonna keep the sideboard as is. Discard Spells just don't do anything. Random Filth is super meh. The Tendrils are blah. Just keeping the deck as fast as possible seems like the play. And we have the Chromox, just decays to pitch from the Chromoxes, so. Yeah, this one's definitely a keep. It's a hand that I almost want to consider taking a mulligan, with, because if he just takes away the Brainstorm, then it's much worse. But I think that there's enough live draws where this hand's a keep regardless. Ooh, Dark Petition. So we have 3, 4, 5. We can turn one Dark Petition, but it doesn't do anything. So I'm just going to play a land and pass. We could Chromox Decay, so it's a little harder for him to stop us going off, but I think that this is fine. Oh, we couldn't even turn one Dark Petition. Like if we draw another spell, the next turn we can probably go off, but like now it seems like if our opponent has Therapy, then they have to name Chromox. Yeah. But if we do it the other way around, then maybe they don't name Chromox, so. Which is fine, because we can still go off with the Dark Petition if we get some good draw steps. The fact that we might win through 2 discard spells is disgusting. Infernal Tutor. 3, 4. So we're still a little short. We can Infernal Tutor for Dark Ritual. The next turn we Dark Ritual, Dark Petition, 3, 4 floating. That's not enough still, so I'm just gonna pass. I will admit this hand is kind of weak if he has another discard spell, but I feel like, anything but triple discard spell, this hand's pretty rock solid against. So, but let's say he takes Dark Petition here, then we're left with Dark Ritual, Infernal Tutor. Like, that's still insane. If we draw an LED, then we still just win. But I think he has to take the Dark Petition here. Like, he could take the Dark Ritual. Actually, I think he just takes Dark Ritual, because then we have to draw. Dark Ritual and then stuff running. Yeah, decides to take the Dark Ritual. Makes sense. Ooh, but we drew another one. Green Sun for 0, okay. I kind of want to start just like Abrupt Decay something now. Deathrite, okay. I think Deathrite is worth it to just Abrupt Decay. Gets a card out of our hand, which we really want to have happen. And for the Infernal Tutor. I think just Deathrite's good enough. Brainstorm is a pretty good one. Petal Cabal, so we can put back Dark Petition Petal. We play Dark Ritual, Cabal Ritual, Infernal Tutor with Petal. Yeah, that's GG. Okay, yeah, so I just passed red. This is bad against Surgical, but is there any way I can play around Surgical? I guess I could just add Nas. I'm not going to play around the Surgical. I probably should, though, right? 18. We still have 3 Lotus Petals. Yeah, I'm ad nausing. More just if I'm scared. Get some LEDs. Get a Cabal. Ugh. I guess this is a fine line to take, and then we just have to stop. Like, we can still easily just kill next turn, so. A little unfortunate, but I still think that. I mean, I guess my opponent had F6'd. Like, not knowing, in real life, I'm playing around, like, potentially dying there every time, so. Really hoping I don't just get hoofed out of this game, though. That would make me sad. That would make me really sad. It's actually quite possible to get hoofed out of this game. Yeah. I don't know. I feel so torn. Like, obviously, just getting the Pass and Flames is a kill if they don't have Surgical. And I guess, like, it's hard for them. I guess they probably just don't even play Surgical. Like, it's hard for them to play Thoughtseize, Cabal Therapy, and Surgical, and then bring them all in this matchup. It just seems kind of unlikely. So maybe I got a little greedy. Maybe I guess I was just, if anything, that's too conservative. But I don't know. Felt like the right play. Birchlore, Wirewood, Symbiote, Green Sun for 2. Luckily, we kept it Decay. Swamp, Black, Cabal. Cabal. Green Decay. Hold control. Cast Infernal Tutor. Crack one for red. Blue. Blue. Get past. Play past. Oh, my opponent had the therapy in graveyard. Yeah, I forgot about the graveyard therapy too, honestly. Ball Ritual. Ball Ritual. Cabal Ritual. Dark Ritual. Okay. So our conservative line ended up paying off fine. Still got there. But it's definitely a little risky. Like, yeah, it sucks that I just could have done that last turn, but it happens. Boom, we got there. All right, another good match with this deck. This deck is just so sweet. Just all the wins, it feels like you either worked pretty hard or you got super lucky. But a lot of the times, it's like there, I got what Thoughtseize, Cabal Therapy, Thoughtseized, and then almost still won. Like, granted, they forgot about the Cabal Therapy in their graveyard, so that might have changed the game a little, but still feels like a great deck. All right, let's move on to the last match of this league.